Hi guys, so in this video I'm just going to do a quick how to pull the horse's mane, and it's also a bit of a meet Merlin because we're using Merlin to do the mane pulling. So this is the lovely Merlin. He's technically not my dad's horse, he's technically not my horse, he's my dad's horse, and his main job in life is a hunter, so he's dad's hunter, and he is awesome. He's 17 years old. I think we've had him for about 6 or 7 years. We basically had him as long as I've been on horses, and he is literally, you can put anyone on him, anyone that's never sat on a horse before can get on him and you know they'll be safe. He's quite clever, he's quite quirky, so if he ever gets into trouble he'll let you know. So he got choked at midnight a while ago and he banged on the door until someone woke up and came to check on him. That type of thing. He's just quite a clever horse. He's the brain. He's the old man of the yard who has the brains. But he's quite special. He's done quite a few things in his career. Sorry about the builders. So he has taken me to the Pony Club Championships for dressage, where we came 4th in the novice section. We got to the regional finals for Mitsubishi Grassroots, but sadly they were after the hunting season had begun. So as soon as the hunting season began, he was like, what are these plastic poles? We're not dumping them. He's also given me my record for the highest ever number of faults. I got BE, which I think was about 3 off the number you get where you're automatically eliminated, because it was back in the day where you could fall off and get back on, but you got 80 penalties, and I think I had 2 stops at the same jump, and I fell off, and I got about 60 time faults, so I ended up on a score of 260 something. But he won the British Riding Club National Championships, individual and team, so got a feature in, I think, Horse and Hound and the British Horse Trials magazine, and he's just an all-round cool horse. He will turn his hoof to anything. He's been to senior camp with other people. He's won the puissance at senior camp, jumping 135. So yeah, he is a complete legend. He's a tired boy today. And he's living his best life. He gets to hunt all winter and then holidays in the summer at the moment, now that his eventing career has ended. And now we're going to do a quick how to pull his mane. And basically the tools that I use is mainly my comb, scissors just to do neatening up of like this bit, I call it the top knot, the bridle path, and I do have a solo comb. I don't use it on Merlin because he's got a very thick mane. I only use it on Desmond, who has a very thin mane, and if I pulled his mane he would have basically no mane left. So we've got him tied up. You want to do this, you want to pull their manes ideally after exercise, or I've chosen today because it's a warm day, just because it means that their hair follicles are looser. And the ideal is, once you've tidied up the mane, to just do a gradual, like once a week, just do a little neaten up, little tidy up. So first, you just brush down the mane, nice and easy. And then I always try and start from the top, just because the horse tends to get more frustrated. And you basically, I just realised I did it automatically, get a bit of hair, doesn't matter what size, push loads of it up so you've not got that many strands, wrap the strands around the cone and gently pull it out. You can see it's not bothering him. The most important thing is to do little bits so that it doesn't hurt. So you don't want to be doing a big clump. So little bits at a time. And when it's quite a long mane like this, I just do it quite loosely to start with and then tidy up after a while. Once I kind of got the bulk of it down. So that was a bit of a big bit. You could see it wasn't as comfortable for him. So make sure I do a little bit. This time he has a nice experience. A lot of horses are bad at having their manes pulled. Often this is because they've had bad experiences. So if you do too much at once, it can hurt them, or if you do it on like a day where they're not warm, the best time to do it is when they're sweaty, as like I said, because they're sweating, all of their like pores have opened up, so the hairs come out easily. So yeah, do you do this for a while? So I will do this and then talk to you again in a minute. Okay, so now I've done most of the mane. I want to just check that it's roughly the same length everywhere. So first of all, I'm just gonna simply put the pressure on it. You don't want it, I don't like a straight line. Some people scissor their manes to make a straight line. So you can see it's a little bit longer here. So just a little bit more taken from there. And then go again. This bit here I'm leaving a tiny bit longer just because it's a bit thinner and it's where it's weak, so I don't want to overdo it. And then once I've done that and given it a good brush down, that's his mane all nicely pulled. And the final check is I get a brush, one moment. That's it. Oh, Merlin, what's he done? And then just finish off by laying the mane, just to encourage it to lie down. It will also show you if you've got any bits that you've missed, and then it will dry on this side. Good boy. So I can just see there's a couple of little bits that I've missed. Then I'm going to grab my scissors to do his bridle path. So what I do, good boy, pull the hair collar back, pick roughly the bunch you want to get, and then as if you're plaiting, good boy, center, put your comb and then pull a line like that, so you get your nice straight line there. Can you see that? Ooh. Nice straight line, and then do the same on the other side. Good boy. Ooh. So 2 straight lines, then hold on to this bunch, pull extra hair back. I use the head collar to help me. And then some horses will let you put the scissors here, some you might need to do this, some you might need to distract. To start off, when it's this long, I just get some off. And then once it's off, that's when I neaten it up. So that's when I go in. And you want to get as close as you can down. I do in the winter when I'm clipping, I clip this bit while I've got the clippers out. It's a lot easier, it's quite a neat way to do it. Especially with a horse like Merlin, who has a very thick mane and therefore thick bit up here. Again, you just want to make it as neat as you can so that it doesn't show when you've got a bridle on at all. Good boy. Right, and now that's done. The main reason why you want to be cutting this bit is so that there's a nice bit for the bridle or head collar to lay on. And it makes a clear difference. It's a lot easier to then plait if you know like where the mane starts and where the forelock begins. The mane ends and the forelock starts. So final thing is forelock. Now you want to be really careful with your forelock because it's very easy to make a horse look like he's got a fringe if you make it too straight. So I don't like to take too much off the forelock at once. So you don't, unlike the mane where you want a straight line, you don't want a straight line on the forelock. And I'm not going to do his today to the point of like what I would have it if I was going out competing or he's a hunter if he was in the hunting season. So I'm just going to do it a little bit and then I'll do a little bit tomorrow and so on. just because it's so easy to make them look like they've got a fringe, and I think then they look ridiculous. So I'm doing mainly from the outside. Boy. Like that. And only really little bits on the forelock. So that's all I'll do for the forelock today. Another thing you can do, if you've got a horse that's not used to being having its mane pulled, you don't have to use a comb, or you're just doing like your weekly trim. You can use your fingers and just do that. And some horses prefer that. Good boy. It takes a bit longer, but if you practice, it's not too bad. If you have rubber gloves, it makes it easier as well, just because it's more grippy. But yeah, you can just do that. So same technique, but you're just using your hands rather than a comb. Right. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions or any little hints and tips as to what you do when you pull your horse's mane, ping me comment, pop something in the comments below, and if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, that would be great. See you next time.